We would like to thank all of our patrons for your continued support.
Pretty nice, eh?
Hello friends. So this is going to be an unboxing video of the supplies that came from the Mariners Learning Institute. I recently paid for the captain schooling. It's like an online learning system that prepares you to and allows you to test through them, and then you get, once you pass all their tests, then you get a certificate that you send to the Coast Guard, and you don't have to test with the Coast Guard specifically. Basically, you choose which level of captain's license you would like to acquire and what you have the ability to get. The most common sort of like weekender one is the 6-pack license. I'm testing for the 25 to 50 ton license, and it depends on how much you have to have. 360 sea days, and then I don't remember how many in the last year, but I have all the sea days I need. And depending on the size of vessel that your sea days are in, that's what determines what level license you can get. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box that they sent us. So I'm getting the 25 to 50 ton with the sail auxiliary, and the first little book here is the auxiliary sail for the Mariner. So that's like an add-on. You can also get an endorsement for towing, which I'll probably get later. I just could only afford this right now. It ended up being about $1,000. Here's our, it says Captain in a Box. So when I went online and got paid for this, the whole thing, I was a little annoyed because it was like it was $40 to ship this box of stuff, and it's almost all entirely online. So I was a little frustrated with that, but now that I'm getting it, it's quite heavy, so that means there's a lot of material in here. And let's see what they packed in for us. So right off the bat, you got a Weems and Plath slide rule, which I already have one or two of these. I don't think I have this size, which is good. I have the smaller size. So this is something I'll use forever. And it's Weems and Plath, top quality. This is a sea chart of Long Island Sound. Now this is the chart that they test for across everywhere in the country. This is the chart used for plotting and navigation. So you have to have this chart, so that's good. We have our Long Island Sound chart now. It says a user's manual. It's just like printouts of stuff online, maybe to explain to people that don't know how to use the website. Here's a hard copy of that. We have our navigation rules of the road. And I'll say, I'm not sponsored by Mariners Learning Institute. I didn't get a discount for doing this video. I'm just sharing this with you guys so that we can open this box together and see what it's all about, in case you're interested in getting a captain's license. If you're going with Mariners Learning Institute, this is kind of what you'll expect in the process. So this is like the rules of the road, and it's like I'm already well into the modules online. Every morning I get up and work on it before work, and then at night when I have time I do it as well. So a lot of this is like exactly what you're seeing online with their online schooling. Our next book is the Seamanship for the Mariner, which is pretty extensive. Pretty cool. The next book is Navigation for the Mariner. I know quite a bit of navigation, but I love learning. I'm really excited to learn more, and to learn to the level that the Coast Guard would consider me to be, good enough to become a captain. So that's cool. This is Navigation for the Mariner reference materials. This is the Maritime Law, Uninspected Vessels. So everything, it outlines that. And then maritime law for inspected passenger vessels. And the, I'm not sure, oh, I think the uninspected passenger vessels is like what your 6-pack is good for. But when you get the 25-ton, then you're licensed to do inspected passenger vessels. I believe that's the case. So that's all of those books. And then we also got more plotting tools. So fixed point dividers, a pencil sharpener, and an eraser. So, got our dividers, we got our slide rule, everything we need for plotting a course on a chart. So, and again, I have all of these plotting tools already, but I'm sure they'll come in handy, or if I find somebody that doesn't have one, then I can pass some of them along. So that's what we got in this box, and they're beautifully made, beautifully printed, and you know, it's all the hard copies of stuff you're gonna need when it comes time to take this test. Now, I've already scheduled my test. They do it like, it seems like once a month in Southern California and once a month in Northern California. Or it might be once every 2 months in Southern California, and the same thing with Northern California. I've scheduled mine for November 12th, so I have to have all of my everything done online. And basically how it works is like, you take these classes, you go through these different pages, they have the written text, they have an audio component that you can click on these little headphone icon, and they read to you what is written on the page. And then they also have a little video element, so you can watch video. They'll have, like, you know, animations that show you different passing techniques, or you know, like anything you can imagine. Anything is discussed in that module. And then you take a quiz, and you have to get 90% or more on the quiz to be able to advance forward. And you can't you can't do the main test without, you know, passing all of these different modules online. So, and the way it's laid out I've found it wonderful. Like, the first module, it was like a little clunky for me to like figure out how it was all laid out, and to like, you know, get all of the questions are multiple choice. So there's a lot of sort of trick questions where there'll be 2 answers, and there's 2 answers that are correct, but they want you to choose the one that's worded the way the Coast Guard test is written. So in a lot of ways, they're training you to pass the test based on how things are specifically stated by the Coast Guard, which makes sense. But that's like, at first it was like, you know, I mean, I dropped out of high school in the very early 90s, and I haven't done any schooling since then other than like scuba certification. So yeah, I haven't done any testing in a while, turns out. But I'm so stoked to learn. It's like, it makes me really happy, and it's fun. And I'm gonna learn things that help me, you know. I mean, I have a lot of sea time. Oh, that's means my spaghetti's ready. Hold on. Okay, back in action. So yeah, I'm stoked to be learning all of this stuff, and I'm gonna learn a ton of stuff that I didn't know, and it's fun to apply this stuff in real life when you're out on the water. Let's see what this auxiliary sail for the Mariner is. It's like, I'm interested. And also there's like, I'm doing like near coastal and not inland. So like if you were in the Great Lakes, I think you would just do the inland, or you could just do the inland. But yeah. So this is just like, you know, a lot of like stuff that's specific to sailboats. So, oh, and here's my receipt. So let's talk about that. So, the master's captain's license for 25 to 50 or 100 ton deluxe edition, which is what I got, was $795, and the sailing endorsement was $125. The total came out to, with shipping and everything, $960. So, you know, $1,000, but you're pretty much guaranteed if you like put in the work and you do the studying and everything, you know, you're guaranteed to pass this test. There's many other things that go into it, but this part is like passing the test, and then there's other things like a drug test, a physical, you have to take CPR, first aid, and then you have to give you like, you know, a printout of all of your sea days for the years that you've been sailing or boating. So yeah, I'm excited to be moving forward with this. I've wanted to do it for a long time, and my main reason for getting a captain's license is I would like to try and make doing yacht deliveries a big part of our income when we start cruising full-time, which is very soon. So between yacht deliveries or driving dive boats or, you know, driving any boats, that's my goal. So that's why I'm getting my captain's license. That's why I made this investment right now. And yeah, I'm stoked. I just want to share this with you guys in case you're wondering about this. And I'll put a link to their website. And again, I have no affiliations with them. They didn't hook me up in any way. We'll be doing reviews in the future where people send us products and we try it out and do reviews. But in this instance, I paid full price, almost $1,000. And I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what to expect if you're interested in getting your captain's license. And this is like the hard copy stuff. And then as I go through this, once I get done, I'll probably do a video and tell you guys about my feelings about the whole interface and the whole process of how the testing went and everything. If you're interested in that, you know, let me know down below if that's something you guys would like me to make. Let me know. But yeah, so that's it. Mariners Learning Institute, Captain in a Box. Pretty stoked. So thanks for watching. If you like it, give it a like, leave me a comment, and appreciate all of your support, both through watching and telling us about what you think about the videos, and thanks to our patrons. It helps pay for things like this. So that's it. It's time to eat spaghetti with my wife. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It helps us a lot.
Thanks again to all of our patrons. Your contributions help us get the boat ready for big things.
Until next time.
Hello, friends. Like every time I go to do this, a fucking bus drives by.